What's up, guys? I'm Phill, and today we're going to be playing PowerWash Simulator 2. This game came out recently and I haven't had a chance to play it. And I've also haven't recorded in a while. I've just been so busy with the Thanksgiving and traveling for work and also going to Japan. So I spent 2 weeks in Japan, traveling around, having the time of my life. Then I had to go into Thanksgiving, then had to travel for work, and now I'm here. So I've been waiting, itching for a chance to come back and record and play some games because I haven't been able to play games for a while. So what better way to play a game than to kind of talk about my travels? That's funny. It's a marshmallow. We have a different home base now, I think. I don't think we had a home base in the first game. It was just like going from one story map to the next. Let's go outside. Wow. PowerWash services. I guess the first game was so successful that we have our own shop now. Look at that. Ooh, we even upgraded our van. Looking kind of stylish. Even has a hitch and everything. You see, just check out the gun. Controls are still the same. What's this? Oh, different attachments. Different nozzles. What's that? What the heck? I don't remember the other controls from the first game. What's this? I don't know what this is. This is pretty cool though. Let's see. I can spray it from here. I don't know. Maybe they'll explain it to me. Let's see. So we're in Muckingham right now. I think that was the city of the first game. But it looks like it expands out to Mount Rushless, Power Falls, Fume Roll, Sponge Valley, Lubra City, Sparkleton, the Muka Uka Desert, Bucketon, Detergento, Pumpton, and Washingham. So these cities look pretty sick. I like how each city has their own theme. So let's go ahead and do this one. Removals van. Great news, you're fully moved in and the removals van moved to the wash bay, awaiting your expertise. I don't think the van should pose too much trouble, despite you having to sell off most of your equipment. I know we got a bit carried away at the auction, but trust me, there's so much more potential to this place, or in this place. Oh, and Jess says not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. Alright, let's go. First job. I wonder if there could be voiceovers and stuff like the first game. I think the story mission had a lot of voiceovers. I also like how in the first game, there's a ton of DLCs that you could buy. My favorite was the Wallace and Gromit one. And the did they have Scooby-Doo? I don't remember if they had Scooby-Doo or not. But I know they had Shrek, they had like what, Alice in Wonderland or something. So that's pretty cool. Just like collabs across different franchises. Change stance. Okay. I can control it like that. Jump is space. So this is kind of like a tutorial mission just to clean this like food truck. Rotate nozzle, did that. What? Did I hear the cat out here? Okay, so the white one is not doing the job. I'll stick with the green one. Change washers? But what does that do? I don't know what that does. Oh, it seems like this one's weaker. Oh. But this one doesn't have any soap in it. Oh, it does have soap in it. What? Change extensions. Dirt highlight is Q. Free aim mode is C. Okay. I don't know what the difference between this one and the other one is. Like this one. This one's power washing. This one, I don't know. Maybe it's just like they're the same thing, just different colors. So you switch between two nozzles a little bit easier. Or like two presets. Let's focus on this. Let's do... yeah, there we go. Oh, I should do the green one, huh? Gets it a little bit better. Whenever I'm playing the DLCs, my favorite nozzle is the Trident one. I bet it uses a ton of water, but it just cleans everything so fast. You can just move it really fast like this, and it'll just get it super clean because there's so much pressure. But yeah, so I went to Japan. That was really fun. I was there for like 14 days, I think. Wait, no, I was there for 12 days. And it was my first time. It was my first international flight and my first time to Japan, obviously. But I thought the language barrier would be kind of a big deal, even though I had a feeling that, you know, even if I didn't know Japanese, it wouldn't be too bad, since I would be staying in like Tokyo or something, and there's English everywhere, or like people are pretty accommodating. But you know, you gotta at least try, learn a few phrases and stuff. So I learned like the basic phrases, arigato, gozaimasu, sumimasen. That's like the most important one. Apparently they use that for like please, excuse me, like everything. So if you know that, that's like 80% of it. But then like knowing to ask for the bathroom, which I don't remember right now. And like saying please, thank you, good morning, and my favorite was good evening, I think. Konbanwa, something like that. I'm saying it really bad because I'm trying to think in English and say Japanese, but it's been a few weeks now, so I guess it just sounds bad now. Even when I say it, I'm thinking about it and it sounds really bad. Oh damn. So let's see. I have a list of questions here for our Campfire Talk, and I'm just gonna go through them and probably focus a lot on the Japan trip. Get this side real quick. Can't even play and talk at the same time. This truck looks good. Jessica's Antiques and Collectibles. Okay. Oh, whoa, dang. So pressing tab shows the list of progress. Okay. So the controls kind of changed a little bit. Oh, in-game menu. Okay. Oh, it says 15%, 19%. If it's a save, that's to start over probably. So it looks a little bit different. Yeah, interface is a little bit different. Let me clean these wheels. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the first question. So the first question was, which was your favorite place to visit? So we ended up in Tokyo. We flew into Narita Airport, and we spent the first 4 days of our trip in Tokyo doing a lot of nerdy things like the Gundam base, because I love Gundam. I collect Gundams. I have a ton of them that I don't build. If you guys build Gundams, just know that my backlog is ginormous. But yeah, we went to the Gundam base and Pokemon centers. We went to Shibuya and visited a lot of like the nerdy stuff, the Bandai, the Nintendo store, Pokemon Center, of course, and just did a lot of that stuff the first 4 days, tried to get it out of our system. And then eventually we made our way to Osaka and Tokyo, or Osaka and Kyoto, by riding the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train. And we got to see Mount Fuji on the way over there, which is kind of like one of the attractions. And the one cool thing about the bullet train is when you get close, the announcer tells you like, hey, we're passing Mount Fuji, so look outside and, you know, pay attention and stuff. And luckily for us, on our way there and back to Tokyo, like near the end of our trip, we were able to get good weather and see the mountain on both days, because it's pretty hard. I hear it's pretty rare to see the mountain because it's most of the time it's covered by cloudy skies. So luckily for us, both days that we saw it, it was sunny. It was good weather. I did get stuck on the train though, because those trains, the bullet train, the trains there are always on time. So when we were waiting for the Shinkansen, we went on the wrong one. Like we were on the right platform, but we went on the wrong train at the wrong time. We were like 4 minutes off. There's another train that was arriving before ours was. So we got on the train, and someone was in our seat. So we checked with them, and then that's how we found out that we were on the wrong train. But this train, it stops for a little bit, opens the doors, people go in and out, and it closes immediately. So we realized we were on the wrong train and had to book it out. My friend makes it off, I'm in front of Mrs. Cup, and as I'm going out, like halfway out, I'm carrying bags of like souvenirs or stuff that we bought, and the door closes super fast on the bag or on me. So it closes on me first, and I can't shimmy through because like I'm stuck. It's pushing on me. I thought it would be like an elevator, like if it touches you, it knows that there's an obstruction and it'll open. No, I was waiting for this thing to open, but it wouldn't open. It just kept like trying to crush me, but you know, it didn't hurt, but it kept trying to close. So then I had to like really push my way through. So I pushed my way back onto the train, but then my bag got caught in the door. And meanwhile, all these Japanese people are standing outside just staring at me. I'm trying not to make eye contact because I'm embarrassed as hell. And like my bag's just stuck in this door. And then after what felt like forever, the door finally opens, and then I walk out, and then my wife walked out, which is like the luckiest thing ever, because if the door had closed and my wife and I were still on the train would have gone. Like we would have just been stuck on the train, and my friend would have been stuck on the platform, and he had to take like the train that we were supposed to get on. So he would have panicked. It would have been funny, but also very tragic. So, but I think on the train, if that does happen, because like I assume stuff like this happens all the time, they do have cars, not like actual cars, but like the train cars, like so cars like, I don't know, 1 through 6 would be like assigned seating on the train, and then like car 7 or something would be like for people who didn't pay for a ticket, but so you can still ride it, I think. I don't know, I might be wrong, without a ticket, but you have to stand in the like the unassigned seating or whatever. So basically you didn't buy a seat, or you just did the free thing. But that would have sucked, because that means we would have had to stand for 2 hours. So yeah, so yeah, that was an interesting experience on the bullet train. But so yeah, we went to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and I think my favorite place would have to be Osaka, because there's just a lot to do there. Not as much as Tokyo. Like I knew that even if I spent a whole month there, I would be able to do everything that I wanted to do. So but with Osaka, it just felt like there was more people, and it was more of a, I don't know, it was like, it's kind of hard to explain. It just felt more lively, in my opinion. But then again, we did go to, I guess, some of the popular spots. Like we went to Downtonbury. If you guys are familiar with, like, I guess what is it called, the Running Man, like that area, that's where we were. And it was just really crowded. We saw a lot of like touristy restaurants where they had like really cool figures outside. Like it's just like their restaurant. It's not just like the restaurant name, but they have like giant like figures of food on their restaurant wall as advertisements. So maybe I can post a picture of what it looks like. But everywhere we went, it was just like, it just was so cool and so unique. Like you don't see advertising like that, you know? Like if there was a restaurant that was selling, I don't know, like crab legs or something, on their wall, it would be like a giant crab or something like that, in addition to like their name and stuff. And then some restaurants even have it moving like figures and stuff. So it was really cool to see how extra they went with their brand. I thought it was pretty awesome. And then there's also just a whole mix of stuff, from not department stores, but like, you know, convenience stores to like the 7-Elevens and Lawson's, which is like another convenience store, and combined with like claw games, gotcha machines. It was just so much. So I definitely sunk a lot of money into the gotcha machines and the crane games there in Osaka, because they're just everywhere. And then you would see something that looked really cool. I got a lot of Tom and Jerry stuff, but it'd just be like a lot of small knickknacks. There's a crane game that had you could pick up like small cranes. So it was like a mini crane game where you can spend like 100 yen, which is like, I don't know, like 65 cents or something like that. And then you could play to try to win a smaller crane in the crane game. I picked Osaka over Tokyo because it just seems like there's a lot more to do in how do you say it? It was just so lively. There's a lot of other tourists. There's people from Australia. There's people from other Asian countries. I could tell because when you hear it, you can tell. It's just, man, it was just pretty cool to see. It felt like a hodgepodge of different cultures, but at the same time, like everybody was there having a good time. And even though a lot of things close at 9 o'clock over there, it was just so packed still. It was still really lively. It was just people just walking around enjoying their evening. There were some restaurants that were open late, which what the heck is that? What is that? Why is there, what the heck? Whoa. What are these orange things? Oh, is it telling me the spots that I missed? Okay, that's kind of crazy. Hey, I get it, damn it. Oh, I probably have to clean the underside. But yeah, I just like, there were some restaurants that were open late. We went to a parfait restaurant that had only like 4 parfaits that they sold, and it was literally the fanciest. I think it's like the fanciest thing I've ever eaten. It was about I don't know, like 3,000, 4,000 yen, which is kind of pricey in terms of like Japanese money, but in USD that's like, what is it, maybe like close to 30 bucks, probably like less than like 25 bucks. So you're still paying like 25 bucks USD for a parfait, but like this thing was crazy. It had like super fancy names and like things I didn't even know. Like if I read it, I was like, I could tell like some of the stuff was like, oh, this is fancy. Like if you read something that was like gold plated like meat or something like that, it's fancy, or they trying to be fancy. But this menu had the 4 parfaits, and then it had like arrows pointing to each part of the parfait, telling you what that ingredient was. And they had like alcohol infused jelly and all sorts of fancy pearls and beads and plants. It took them a long time to make, but it was so good. Even though it had alcohol in it, it didn't taste like it had alcohol. Oh, hey, they automatically light up when you're close to being done. I had a blast in Osaka. We stayed at a cool hotel. I think it's called the Appa Hotels. I think that's like their chain of hotels over there. Like how we have like in the US we have like the Hiltons or the Marriotts. I think that the Appa Hotels, APA, it's their chain over there. I think, I'm not sure, but that hotel was pretty nice. I really like the room setups, because the rooms, they have like tubs, like they have really deep tubs just in case you want to sit in them, but the bathroom is really tiny. So it had a tub, it had a shower, and the sink faucet, like all three of those were in one faucet. What is this? Urban X. Can I switch? I like this one better. Red, well, I like red, but I just like the way this one looks. Oh, I guess I can climb up here, right? Clean the roof. I knew it. No. They have hooks on the outside of the hotel rooms. Every morning, they would drop off these bags that had brand new cups, like instant coffee tubes, and then instant tea, stirs, napkins, stuff that you find in a hotel, like when you walk in, and they like the coffee and stuff that they have on, like just in your hotels, like the free stuff. They would leave a bag with all of that, fresh towels, fresh robes, because they have like robes for going to the bathhouse and stuff. All that stuff every day they would put it on our door. So every time we woke up and got ready to go and we're leaving, we would find a brand new fresh bag of stuff which is insane. Like that level of hospitality is amazing. That's so, like, I felt like I was in a fancy place. Look at that. It's like someone's put a bunch of chewing gum on here, or bird poop. Every bathroom, it seemed like it had a bidet. Even in public bathrooms in the mall, they all had bidets. I never used it. Well, I used it once, didn't like it. I used the one in my hotel room because it was just clean. But oh my god, I would never use it in like a public bathroom, like a mall or something like that. Man, just spraying other people's grossness everywhere. Oh my god, that's so nasty. But I tried it once. I didn't really like it because I felt like it's just spraying my own poop water on me. Because yeah, I just didn't like it. But you know, gotta give it a shot to see. But what I really did like, heated seats. The heated seats was really nice. I didn't know I needed a heated toilet seat in my life. So Osaka was great. My favorite place on the trip. Even though I spent probably most of my money in Tokyo. Now that I'm playing the story missions, or like, you know, not having the trident, because it seems like I can't even pull up the menu, right? Gotta press all these buttons. Yeah, I can't bring up the menu anymore. So I guess we'll just do it like this. There has to be a way to revert to the old like settings, but it's okay. I like to play with whatever they give me. Okay, let's see. Gotta clean the tire, which is weird because tires are dirty all the time. I don't know why I would need to clean it. Oh, all done. Job complete. Is this Muckingham's premier power washer? Rinse and repeat? That's funny. Greetings from Detergento, where we need you to cleansify an unexpected discovery. It looks like a bench. All right, let's see it. Wow. What a good intro. What does it say? Antiques? Jessica's Antiques and something? It just looks like a regular U-Haul truck. All right, let's see here. So that was the replay. Wishy. Jess is enthralled by her sparkling removals van. She says she'll give you first dibs on any furniture that she comes across. So keep an eye out for any new items appearing in the shop. It's all pre-restoration stuff, so pretty dirty. But I'm sure you're okay with that. Told you it would come together. So cash earnings, we got $200. It says power wash point bonus. What? 20? So we have two different types of currency. We have 200 in cash and then 60 points for power washing points. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. So the next one, oh, these are storage jobs. Okay, so the next one is a public facility in Equinox Boulevard, Detergento. Welcome to the town of Detergento, where the past meets the future to manifest a present that we can all live with. A thing happened to us the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive inventory on our public facilities. We found schematics for a revolutionary convenience installed in 2003, but then almost immediately forgotten about it and assumed to be a bench. The whole thing is just pure Detergento. All right, what does that even mean? All right. Oh, I really like the street. This has a view of like a small town, maybe like a small mountain town or something. Wow, it's a cat. Whee! Ulysses, what are you doing here? Why are your eyes green? It's like a demon cat. Have you seen this person? Mysterious hero spotted watching various objects around Caldera County. Any information on their identity, call this number. That's funny. That's us. Retro LAN party every weekend. Oh, that's sick. Cyber cafe? Okay. Oh, there's our van. I always think it's kind of eerie how there's no other cars, no other people like walking around. Like you hear cars, but there's no cars. Or is that just a wind? I don't know. All the shops are closed. It's like a ghost town or like a weird dream. I guess Ulysses will keep me company. Oh my god, it's the gnome. Give me that. You stay here. Wow, I could reach really far. That's crazy. I wonder if there's a gnome in every single mission. It kind of looks like a college campus almost. What's that? What's that light over there? I see that. I hope it's not my game being broken. I do see a light over there. Conspiracy. Right? I can't. It's kind of hard to see. Let me scoot over here. Maybe I can see it on this side. Yeah, it goes all the way over here too. That purple light over there. What's this? 75% sale. Help wanted. Wanted. Muck mess. Okay. Power washing liquid coming soon. New range of power washing liquids. Buckingham barbecue cookout. Nice. So while I'm doing this, let's move on to the next question. Let's see. What surprised you the most about how people live there? I've always heard that in Japan, the people were pretty, like, what's the word? Quiet or reserved. Like, I always thought people were really reserved and whatever. And I did, you know, see that. If you go onto the subway, it's like a unspoken law or unspoken rule to not talk. They tell you to like be quiet and not talk, like in their like train videos that they display or like in their signs. But like sometimes some people do it anyways. But most of the time, if you go on a train and it's completely packed, like shoulder to shoulder packed, it would be dead quiet. And I thought that was like, I've heard about it, but I didn't think that was a thing, right? So when I first experienced it, I was like, okay, well, maybe people are pretty reserved and stuff. But I experienced both extremes while I was in Japan. I experienced locals who were just really just sick of tourism, and all of like the foreigners just either not following the rules because they don't know Japanese, or they just being loud and obnoxious and not being really sensitive. I saw a Japanese lady that like was fine with us, like just liked us. She was selling strawberries, like candied strawberries. Oh my god, they were so good. It was like, I don't know how they did it, but it was just like imagine strawberries on a stick, but they were like covered with clear sugar. Let me see. So it felt like you were eating like rock candy, but it was like clear. It was like a nice even coating all over the strawberry. I don't know what it's called, but it was so good. Kind of cut my mouth up a little bit because it was like eating glass, but the sugar was really nice and it made the strawberries so sweet. And then the strawberry would be like slightly tart too. It was great. It was great. But so there were some ladies that were not Japanese in front of us. And I mean, the strawberries were only, I think they were like 800 yen, which like isn't much, right? This lady or her group of friends or family, I don't know, there's like 3 of them. This group of ladies tried to pay for like 1 stick in all coins, and not just like the regular 100 yen coins, because like, you know, you just give her 8 100 yen coins, that's good. They try to pay in like the 5s and the 10s. And so they're because you're not supposed to hand money directly to the cashier because it's considered rude. So if you go to any sort of store, they will always have a tray. They would always have a tray, and you put the money in the tray, and then you slide the tray to them. They pick up the tray and then get the money that way. Then they give you the change in the opposite way. They put the change in the tray, slide the tray to you, and then you pick up your money. Like you don't put it directly into the hands. So these girls just filled this tray up with just 5s and 10s, and like I think there was like even pennies in there too, or not pennies, but like the 1 yen coins. And this lady, just the shopkeeper lady, she just looked at it and was just like, no, I'm not doing this. And like forced them to pay in a different way. Like if I was a shop owner, I would do the same thing. That's so obnoxious. So after this group of ladies bought their strawberries, they just stood there. Like they just stood in front of the stand and didn't move. Like they didn't have any sort of common sense. Oh my god, it drove me nuts. So like the shopkeeper was getting so annoyed with them, like because they didn't know Japanese. They weren't even like talking or looking directly at her. They weren't like, they were just getting in the way, and also tried to pay, and like, you know, that's just rude. They just try to pay in like pennies. Like imagine going to McDonald's and you just paid in all pennies. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. That's crazy. Can you imagine like you bought like, you spent like $5, but you paid with 500 pennies? People like natives and locals were upset with the foreigners, and were really not shy about vocalizing that. But then there was also whenever I would get stuck in the, because like so when you're in Japan, you gotta use this thing called the Suica card. And so the Suica card is basically either a physical card, or you can add it to your Apple Wallet, and you add money to it, and it just operates like kind of like a transit pass, right? But it's more than that. You can use it like a kind of like a prepaid debit card, where you can load money onto your Suica card, and you can use it for trains, but you can also use it in like 7-Eleven or in a lot of applications where you can just use it to pay for stuff. Anyway, so I was having this problem where on my Apple phone, it kept locking every once in a while. It wouldn't happen that often, but it was really annoying whenever it did, because like you would be rushing, you'd be trying to walk through the gate to get out or get into the terminal, and it wouldn't. It said I had to put in my passcode. So usually what happens is you don't even have to unlock your phone. You just have your phone in your hand. You swipe it across the ID reader. It's not an ID reader. It's just like the reader, the thing that like reads your ticket, and then you just walk on through. Don't even have to stop. You walk in, slide it across while you're walking. The gate opens. You walk through. But every once in a while, my phone would be like, "Oh, you can't do that. You have to input your password." But like it was like the gate wouldn't open for me. It would just like light up all red, and people are like walking behind me, and they have to stop too. So there's just be like a traffic jam forming really quickly behind me. It'd be really stressful situation. That happened to me like 2 or 3 times, and one of the times that it happened, I think he was like a Japanese student or something, but he like went out of his way to come and help me, even though like I obviously didn't know any Japanese, but he knew like enough English to kind of get his point across, but it wasn't broken English. It was just like, I guess it was kind of like broken English. So yeah, he kind of came by and tried to help me, and it was really nice. So he was a really nice guy. I appreciate that guy. Oh my god, I'm moving. I can't stand up. Oh, now I can stand up. Whee! That's cool. How futuristic. That's nasty. But yeah, so I experience really angry people all the time, and I also experience really nice people who are really kind. But majority of them were pretty reserved. Like you won't be like walking somewhere or like waiting at the train stop, and then somebody will just like suddenly start talking to you. No, everybody's always looking on their phones. It's kind of like a dystopia, really. If you go on a train, people try to like, you know, avoid eye contact, so they'll just look at their phones the whole time. You see that with a lot of like the younger generation, but it's not just the younger generation. Old people were doing it. Middle-aged people were doing it. Parents were doing it. The only people that weren't doing it were the kids. Like if kids were with their parents, the kids wouldn't do it, obviously, because they don't have phones. But like the parents would be on their phone, just like ignoring the kid. It was kind of sad, really. Really did feel like a dystopia. Let's move on. Next question. So question 3 is, were you able to pick up some of the local language? Yes, but I guess I'm the type that's like, I can say it, but in the back of my mind, I know that even though they if I say it, they'll know what I'm saying, like sumimasen. But obviously, even like when I just said it right there, it doesn't sound right. Like I have to say it to myself several times to make it sound right. Or like until like just practice it until I make it sound right. But just like the fact that I know it doesn't sound right, it's really hard for me to say it. So like sometimes I end up just saying it in English, saying like thank you or pointing, because like in my mind I know that I can communicate in a way to make it really easy for them to understand, like people to understand me. So like I need to change, so I just put out like I would put like a 10,000 yen note out, and then I put out a 1,000 yen note out, and I just like point from this to this, and they will be like, oh okay, I understand, so you want change. And then I'll say like yes, yeah, like stuff like that, where I made it really easy. Because like if you go and you buy stuff, or if you go to like a really touristy area, they experience all sorts, and they're pretty used to that kind of stuff, which is nice for me. But I kind of wish I spoke the language more. I did pick up a lot of stuff, and we even got corrected a few times when like in restaurants we thought it was like, what is it, itakimasu, like thank you for the food before they eat. But then when we said it in like this fancy, we chose the worst time to say it. We chose to say it in like this fancy Wagyu restaurant that we were eating at, and the lady was like, what? No, it's not that. You say it's wait, I don't know. I don't want to see, like, even just saying it there, I know it's wrong, and it just makes me feel like, oh, I don't want to disrespect the language, you know? Like it just makes me feel icky. But I know, like, you know, people do that all the time. Like people practice and they don't pronounce it all the time. And the one thing that I learned is, like, you know, they appreciate it. As long as you try, they're willing to like help you out. So I should have tried a little bit more. I did learn Kuma, because while I was there, they were having a lot of bear sightings, so it was all over the local news. And we had a taxi driver that was explaining to us about like all these bear attacks, and how the bear, like the main headline is this bear has been going around. He was like telling us about how bears were killing, like I think bears killed 11 people so far, like a black bears in Japan, which is crazy because I always thought black bears were timid, but I guess Japanese people are even more timid. This taxi driver was telling us all about this bear on his iPad while he was driving us, which is kind of another crazy story in itself. So we had like a 45-minute drive. Let me stand on this ladder while I talk. Ooh, there's a leaf. We had a 45-minute drive from where we got off the station to get back to our B&B in Tokyo. This is after we got back from Osaka, because we rode the bullet train and stuff. And so we decided to hail a cab. And over there, it's pretty easy. You just gotta have the app, and that's it. And then you pay whenever you get there, just like a regular taxi. But so we get this 80-year-old, he's an old guy. We get this like 80-year-old taxi driver. He's an old guy. He has like grandkids and stuff. I know because he showed us the pictures. And so this guy's driving. He has 3 iPads. One iPad for like Google Maps. One iPad for like to receive company calls and whatever. And then he had one iPad Velcro to his steering wheel, like the big iPad, not like an iPad mini, a big iPad. And so while he's driving through the city, like Tokyo State, from Tokyo Station to our B&B, this guy was like pulling up YouTube videos showing us like this bear news on YouTube. And at the same time, he's flipping through photos showing us his adventures. Like this guy showed us pictures from when he went to like Uzbekistan and Thailand and all that stuff. He showed us pictures of his house where he had the roof imported from the US. And then he showed like pictures of his family and stuff. But this guy was just like showing us family pictures and YouTube videos on his iPad while he's driving in the city. And he's like watching YouTube videos while he's driving. Dude, it was crazy. I thought like it was terrifying, but at the same time, he was probably like one of the best drivers I've ever seen. This 80-year-old guy with 3 iPads. So it was an interesting experience. We got to like, he was such a good guy, and we had such a good time talking to him. Even though his English wasn't that great, we communicated. I think we communicated really well, and he understood us. Like, so at the very end, I asked if we could take a picture with him, and he was really happy about that. He even like gave us like, I think the total fare was like 5,300, like 5,300 yen. But we gave him 500, and then he was like, "That's okay. You can just I'll just take that. You guys are my friends." And then that's when I was like, "Oh man, this guy's so cool. I want to take a picture with him." I took a selfie with him, with all three of us and the taxi driver. And he's just like a cute old man. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, me too," because I guess he wants to add another picture to his iPad. So we're gonna live on in this iPad forever. And so he goes and grabs his phone, and we're just standing there waiting for him. I thought he was gonna take a picture with us, but no, he just stands far away and like takes a picture of us instead of like taking a picture with us. So I was like, okay, well, that's funny. And I thought he would be like 1, 2, 3, take the picture. He just stands over there, takes it real quick, and I'm not even sure if I was looking or blinked, or we were not ready. And then he just says, "Okay, see you guys later." Gets in the car and just drives away into the sunset. It was crazy. I hope that when I get old, I could be as awesome as him. What does Tessa want? Designed by local visionary Nadia Von Gut, a pop-up restroom was designed to only appear when needed. Relying on state-of-the-art camera systems and kinetic motion sensors buried deep within the sidewalk. It would detect from the gate of passerbys when relief was required and pop up in the nick of time. Oftentimes, it knew even before they did. That's weird. That's some AI shit. Question 4 is, what was your favorite neighborhood? Honestly, I think I really enjoyed the neighborhood that my B&B was in, because not only did we have a 7-Eleven, I keep saying 7-Eleven, but like in Japan, the 7-Elevens there are awesome. They have such good food. It's fresh every day, and it's like they have like different cuisines, and the stores are clean, and it's just awesome. Like the convenience stores over there are really top notch. Like people go there to eat every day. But I think so when we flew to Tokyo, our main B&B that we rented out for like the full stay that we were there was north of Tokyo. It was like an hour or two. I don't remember. I think it was like an hour north of Tokyo, in a very quiet neighborhood that had a 7-Eleven around the block. And in that neighborhood, every once in a while you see like a passerby, but it is really quiet most of the time, except for like the occasional motorcycle or something, because there's just a lot of motorcycles, I guess. But it was really quiet. It was really nice. The B&B we stayed in had a rooftop that we can access, so we went up there and you could see Tokyo Tower from there. I think we could see Tokyo Tower. I think it was. And then we can also see like just a really cool view of the skyline and all this. You can see like a little bit of the interlacing streets, and it would all be empty with the occasional passerby on their bike that late at night or something. So it was just really nice, peaceful. I really like the lonely vibe of it. Like I wasn't lonely, but it's hard for me to explain. It's like if you were like when we were in Osaka, you were in a sea of people. Like there were so many people, so much talking, and so much noise, but like it really felt like you were like alone. You know what I mean? Like in that sea of people, you kind of just blend in. But like it's just a cozy, lonely, peaceful vibe. It's hard for me to explain. If you're in the big city, that's the closest thing I can compare it to. It's not like New York, because in New York, random crazy stuff will happen all the time, but not in Tokyo, really. I didn't feel like that would happen. I felt like it was just like peaceful and chill the whole time in Japan. Even in Osaka when there was a ton of people. So yeah, I would have to say the B&B we stayed in was in a quiet little suburban neighborhood It was really nice. Like there's so many buildings that are cramped together, so many cars. Like people were home, but you never heard them, you never saw them, because unlike the US, everybody over there are like cover their blinds. Like they close their blinds. Here in the US, you can drive past houses and people would have their entire window wide open. You can see through their whole house. God dang, this thing's really hard to clean. Clean that vent there. What is this? A light? An inefficient light. It's like only pointing down. I guess that's really all you need. I guess if this thing's popping up, it means that I have to go to the restroom. Do I have to clean the inside of this? If this thing's high tech, there's no way there wouldn't be a way for it to self-clean. Let's see, any dirt around here? It says we're only 55%. I don't know. Oh, the light's not clean? Better be clean now. How am I supposed to? There's like 2 cylinders in there. How am I supposed to clean that? Oh, it's clean. I think that's just dirt. So let me see if I can. Oh, it's not allowed. I keep trying to bring up the menu for like from the first game, but it doesn't do that. I gotta remember it doesn't do that. Yeah, this is all just dirt. This shouldn't be too bad. All right. What we're doing now? Let's do the next question because it's only 55%. What was the country slash city like you expected it to be? I would say yes, because I know like a lot of people get disappointed. Like if you watch a lot of anime, you think that when you go to these cities that it's gonna be like the anime. I knew that it wasn't gonna be like that. I knew it's gonna be like any other city except maybe a little bit cleaner. And I kind of like I knew what to expect when it comes to like the people, or I guess I assumed really. What now? Where is it? This? Okay, it's this. But I would say like 90% it was what I expected. How the people would act, how the city would be, the trains, how amazing the trains would be. Like I thought it would be. Oh, I do have to clean it. Oh, how can this be so high tech but looks so gross? Right, I'm sitting out here. I'm not walking in there. Yeah. There we go. Wait, do I have cleaner? Wait, where's the cleaner nozzle? Wait, three. I swear I had the cleaner one. Like the attachment for the soap. I guess not. I guess we'll go with this one for now. Let's do yellow. Wait, green was wider. Let's do green. But I wasn't disappointed or anything. It was really nice. The quality of the food and stuff met my expectations. Like everywhere I went, the food was great. Like 7-Eleven, I knew like that was my number one goal. As soon as I got there, like my first goal. As soon as I got to Japan, I'm going to a 7-Eleven and I'm just buying a ton of food and trying it, because I've heard and watched too many people try their food, and they say it's amazing. Even in like the restaurants and stuff, like we went to a hamburg steak restaurant with omu rice. It was amazing. The quality, like we waited outside because everything's small there, which I kind of don't like. Ooh, what'd you say? Harper Shaw. Hey, Wishy. Just heard that the fire chief's dog's gone missing. Oh no. But yeah, the quality of the food and everything over there was amazing. I guess the one thing that not disappointed me, because I already knew that the places were small and you had to wait in line, but like people over there love waiting in lines. Like if you go to a restaurant, expect to be waiting outside. Like if it's a popular one, expect to be waiting for a very long time. It seems like a lot of places had a regular wait line, an express line, and a express line if you wanted to like do a down payment, or if you wanted to just pay extra, like if you were at an amusement park or something. So like that omu rice place that we went to, I don't remember the name because it was just like something that we Googled real quick. It only had 5 seats. It's a restaurant that had 5 seats for the whole restaurant. So basically it was just like a bar, like the bar table, or yeah. So we were waiting outside in the cold in line for like 45 minutes probably at least before we could get in. And then we ate really fast and I was like, oh wow, that was so fast. It was good and it was worth it, but it was just like after like 14 days of that kind of stuff, I was over it. Like over here, unfortunately, like the women have to wait in lines a lot, like when they go to the restroom. But like over here, men don't have to wait in lines, like because they go in and out fast. Usually, most of the time, like 99% of the time, on the men's side, they don't wait in lines. You just go in and out, and that's it. But like over there, even in the men's restrooms, there were lines everywhere. Like, can you imagine if you had like an emergency or something, or like you just weren't feeling good, got sick suddenly? You would have to wait in line to use the restroom. So that part was just kind of crazy. Not the restroom part, just like waiting in lines everywhere. Like even like amusement parks, because we went to Universal and we went to Disney. And even there, the normal lines, like if you just buy a normal ticket and go wait in line, some of the lines were like 2 hours long. Like, yeah, I want to ride a roller coaster, but I don't want to spend 2 hours waiting in line, or 2 hours of my day just gone just from waiting. You know what I mean? So one thing I learned from that is if I go to Japan again or go to the amusement parks there, express pass. Unfortunately, like some of the places there, you have to buy the express pass in advance. So I couldn't do it in the same day. I think that was Universal. I think at Disney you can buy the express pass, but they only include like certain rides. I don't remember if you can buy it individually, like per ride or what, but I don't know. It's just like if you had money, you could go a little bit faster. Like you can go ahead of the line or something like that. So that part is kind of like icky, but at the same time, I don't want to wait 2 hours in line. So that's what I learned. Like everything, I wouldn't say it's small. It's not like the correct. It's compact. Like everything's just designed to be very efficient and compact over there. Oh, I raised the seat. Ooh. God damn. Wait, someone's only gone and added a restroom extension below the grubby open bench on Equinox Boulevard. Iconic. I'm already feeling the need. This is next level ingenuity. God dang, I didn't think the restroom would take this long. But it looks cool though. I wish we had these. I don't know if we do or not. I just remember that video of the self-cleaning one, and I hope it's actually a real thing. Because I feel like in cities and stuff, like big city, like skyscraper cities, they don't really have a lot of public restrooms because of usually like homeless issues. Oh, the light up doesn't last that long. I'm just so used to the first. Was that a roach? That's a butterfly. I was gonna say that's nasty if they had bugs and stuff. Let's lower this down. Ooh. Go wash that real quick. Okay, that bar's good. Is that button good? Okay. Toilet is not good. Oh, I'm laying on the ground. Oh, that's gross. I would never lay on the ground in a public restroom. If I ever drop my phone in a public restroom, like drop it on the floor, oh my god, like drop it in the toilet, that's new phone. I can't afford it, but new phone. I'd be so sad. If I drop it on the floor, I just rub it with soap a little bit. Let's do the next question here. Did the places you visited remind you of anywhere else? That's question number 6. I would say no, because Japan had a lot of unique shrines. In the cultural places, well, we didn't go to a lot, but in Kyoto, we went to the Inari shrine, like the fox shrine. And it was a little bit of a hike, but to get to like the top or something. I think it was the top. But everywhere as you go up the mountain, you pass a bunch of shrines that were really unique and really cool. You don't see that anywhere else, you know, like that type of shrine, or the bamboo forest. Well, maybe you could see it elsewhere, but I haven't traveled enough, especially in like the Southeast Asia area, to kind of see that. So it doesn't really remind me of anywhere else. It is very unique. It didn't feel like it was a fairy tale or like a strange land. It felt like just a slightly different biome, because we have mountains in the US, so the mountains didn't really like if I'm out there and I see the mountain, unless it's like Mount Fuji, but then even then Mount Fuji is just like a mountain, it's not like it's gonna make me feel like I'm in a completely different place or like a fairy tale land, for example. It's hard for me to explain. It just looks a little bit different, or like a different biome. Like the best example I would say is like, if you guys are in the US, it's like going from the Midwest to like Seattle or Portland, or like going from there to Florida and seeing like palm trees or something. It's like, it doesn't, that you're somewhere different, but it's not too different, because they're still similar things. Like you still have the ocean. If like comparing from Seattle to I don't know, like somewhere in Florida, you still have the oceans, beaches. It's not too different, but then you notice like there's palm trees in Florida, but in Seattle you have the the tall tropical forest. I don't know what they're called, but like tall trees, because they get so much rain up there. So yeah, it's kind of like that kind of feeling. This is clean. It's clean. Even when I went to Disney, like it was really cool. It was my first time at Disney, and so Tokyo Disney is my first Disney. It's cool, but the long lines ruined it for me. And I would assume that's like any amusement park. And then also some of the attractions are just like, I guess not attractions, but like the things that had water like splashing on them or something, it looks like they've been eroded pretty bad. Like when I saw Mickey was like, I think they turned off the water on that one because it was falling apart so much. You just imagine like the concrete just falling apart because they just keep splashing water on it. But I think it's just like really crappy concrete or something, because I've never seen things fall apart that bad. Ugh. Yeah, change your baby on this. But yeah, they turned the water off the Mickey because it was falling apart. They had one for Ariel, to like the iconic scene where she's like on the rock and it's like a sunset or sunrise or something, I don't know, and the wave is like splashing behind her, but like it's so eroded that you can't really tell. I think at one point the rock had color on it, but by the time I was there, it looked like the color was like had run off, because there's still like slightly red and greens on the rock, but it was just like you could tell this thing has seen better days. All right, what's next? Oh, I missed a lot. Oh, even the door? Damn, I even missed the door frame. This side, right? What the heck? Even the floor? There we go. Inner floor, inner wall. This thing's nasty, I think. There we go. Okay. Let's get this underside. It's usually the underside. And then the sink. It looks pretty clean now. Looks like a urinal. All right, we good? Grab rail. That one's good. This one's still nasty. Toilet. Oh, just flush it. It's fine. It's fine. Put the squat in here. Gotta lick it. All right, let's go this side. Chrome toilet. And then now I think the rails, this thing's the last thing. Got it. Oh, new items available in the shop. I don't even know where it is. All right, let's see what a time lapse looks like. I like how after you finish that section, like you 100% that section, it opens up a new area. So first it popped up after we finished the top, then once we finish the whole building, the door open to clean the inside. That's really cool. Like transitions. Rinsen. You will be delighted to learn that the public facilities kinetic sensors have been updated and it's been successfully reintegrated into our public convenience network just in time for our upcoming Equinox Festival. I can state with confidence that you'll be hearing from us again, Tessa. $400 and 30 power washing points, which I don't know what those are for. So let's go back to home base. Damn, look, this one's campsite. That would have been a perfect one for our campfire talk. Oh, so as you complete the missions, a diagram of them show up here. That's cool. There's the truck and there's the bathroom. Oh, dang. So there's a lot, actually. That's pretty cool. What is that? Oh, that's pretty cool. That is PowerWash Simulator 2. I really like this game. It's just a really chill game, laid back. Really easy to kind of zone out and just enjoy the water sprays, talk a little bit about life and stuff. So we got through 7 of the 10 questions I had. But I really want to talk about my trip because it was just a really fun trip. So I'm glad that I had this campfire talk. It was a good thing to come back to. Just been really hectic with Japan and then Thanksgiving. Like one big thing after another. And then right after Thanksgiving, I had to fly for a week for work. And so I'm really hoping that that's enough travel for now. Hopefully I can stay at home and play some games, do some recordings, and make some videos. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this campfire talk. And I hope you guys consider leaving me a like and subscribe if you want to. It just helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.